What is up, guys? My name is Hassan, and welcome to my journey in the stock market. Well, it's nice to have you guys back. If this is your first time tuning in, I've been investing in the stock market for the last 10 years. In a humble way, on average, I have been making about 15% year after. As always, I want to give you guys a quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I know your financial situation. I am not responsible for any of your gains or losses in the stock market. My suggestions are only suggestions. That does not mean you go out and buy these stocks. It is just a place for you to start your own due diligence. So let's get started. I'll be giving you guys a portfolio update for the month of February. So if you watched my last video, if you haven't checked that out, my last video last month, I was at 6,200. Currently, we are at $6,839. I'm up $676. So I want to just give you guys a quick breakdown today of on the sector that I'm really focused on and moving forward, or one of the sectors I'm focused on. So currently, if you look at my portfolio, you see that I'm very heavy on semiconductors or chip companies. For example, I have a 32 shares of AMD, which is like about 11% of my portfolio. I'm up about 18%, 19%. And then I have 11 shares of MU, which is also semiconductor or memory chips. We can see this, double check, is this semiconductor? Yeah, it's also considered a semiconductor in a way and makes memory chips. I have 11 shares of MU, which is about 6%, 6.5% of my portfolio. And then I have 4 shares of Texas Instrument, which has been doing really well in recent month. I'm up about 13.5%. Alright, let's see. So I have Texas 4 shares, and then I have 3 shares of Microsoft, which is also related to computers, chips, electronics. I'm up about 7% on this. Have 3 shares, which is almost 5% of my portfolio. And then a recent ad I have is Broadcom, which is also a semiconductor. I have 1 share of it, which is about 4% of my portfolio. I'm already up almost 8% if you look at it. If you look at it right here, I'm almost up 8% within this last 1 month. And then that doesn't end there. I have more. Nvidia, which I'm a little bit down because my average cost was 191, but I still think that in the long run it's going to do really well. So which is about 2% of my portfolio. So let's add all this up, because if I go to my calculator, so I have clear 11% plus 6% plus another 6% plus 5% plus 4 plus 2, so which is about 34% of my portfolio is somewhat related to tech or semiconductor or computer chips. And I'm going to explain to you guys why I'm so heavy on it. So if we look around everywhere our surroundings, our day-to-day use, we're all using these chip making companies or these technologies that we're using every day. So just use my Scholar Google and just looked up my semiconductors or electronics, and we can see that every day we use laptops, cameras. What do we see? We see laptops, cameras, like we can see like Beats, wireless Beats, printers. We just saw printers, and then we see have gaming like Xbox. So we're using all these cameras, gamings, laptops, headphones, more gaming, memory chips. So we're pretty much using all these objects, those not objects, we're using all these technologies and micro semiconductors. And I feel that in the long run, these companies are going to do really well because these are the products that we use day-to-day basis. So that's my reasoning behind why almost 34% of my portfolio is somewhat related to semiconductors or micro or like chip companies. So now I want to show you, I want to be transparent with you guys. I want to show you all my trades that I made within the last month. Okay, let's do that. I want to go you guys history, not dividends, orders. Here we can see like these are my shares. We're gonna start all the way to January 7th. See, I sold January 7th. You guys can see that I sold 5 shares of this of Hudbay Mineral. So I'm going to pull up my Excel sheet and we can see that. So you can see I have Hudbay Minerals on January 7th. Pretty much I sold 5 shares, and each share at an average price, or the share 5 shares at an average price of $5.06. And then on the same day I also bought General Mills. You can see that bought 1 share at $40.42. The 9th I also bought more General Mills, another share at $40.32. So it went a little bit down. I bought another share. And then January 10th I bought Fengen 5 shares at $2.65. And then FedEx on January 11th I bought it for $1.69, and then I made a quick swing trade on January 18th. I sold it again for a profit for $1.78. So Shopify, I also sold that on the 11th for $1.49. I have Hudbay Minerals. I had 1 more share. So as it kept going, I sold my previous one. I sold it for $5.06. So I kept 1 share just to watch a little bit, and I saw that it went up even further. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to cash in or lock in my profits. And then Ebby, I bought 1 share, $84.76. A new addition that I just bought, Macy's, 2 shares at $24.88. I still have it. And then this company I sold, Groupon, I sold. The reason why you can see that they're in red is because I made a loss on those 2 shares. It was a small loss, but still, I want to show you guys, I want to be transparent with you guys that I'm not perfect. I don't make, yes, most of my 75 to 80% of my trades, I do win or I do make a good profit, but there are a few that I also have to take a loss on. And those out of last month, I sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 transactions of selling. Out of the 6, 2 of them I lost money, and 4 of them I made a good profit. And then Broadcom on January 18th, I bought one for $2.61, and I bought, this is another new addition, PBA. It's a pipeline company, and I want to buy more, but this company is continuing. See, I bought 34, it went down bought a little bit more, it went down a little bit more, it went down a little bit more. I bought more, but it just after that I bought it again at $35, so it just keeps going up. So I want to buy more of this PBA company. It pays monthly dividend, but the price isn't right now, is not currently right, and it keeps going up. So I'm just gonna have to wait because I want to get in at a good price, even though I'm losing out on dividends by not investing. This again, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Every little bit of support helps grow the channel, makes me stay motivated to continue to record my journey in the stock market, maybe provide you guys with some general gems to help you grow as an investor. As always, thank you. See you next time.